Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this third-party figure showcase and review, we're going to be looking at the Doctor Wu Gold Limited Prime Commander figures. So what we've got here is exactly that. This is a third-party company's take on a Golden Lagoon Optimus Prime figure. I've got loads to show you in this video, loads of comparisons, etc. So before we get started, let's remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now, please, because it really will help me out. Right, here's the packaging then, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with Doctor Wu, these are a third-party company not licensed by Hasbro or Takara, and that is why they can't use the proper name. We can see there we've got a product image on the back. He comes packaged in his robot mode in a clamshell with some instructions, and unfortunately his trading card, or his, I suppose, bio card, is just your bog standard Optimus Primes. They haven't changed the colour on that at all, but there is a bit of a readout there. If you want to pause, you can probably read that for yourself. So yeah, these are tiny Micromaster scale sized figures, so small in fact that this is an official Takara World's Smallest Transformers figures that came out in 2003, and as you can see, they are tiny. Or if you're not familiar with them, that's a Generation 1 Minibot, that's a Generation 1 Optimus Prime. And excuse me if you're not familiar with them at all, let's bring in some mainline figures just to give you an idea again of how small these are. So that is your Earthrise Prime, and that is your, I suppose, deluxe Jurassic Park Jeep. So as you can see, tiny, as I say, basically around Micromaster scale size, but these little guys are very, very detailed for what they are. So if we take the trailer off, you can see all the wheels are on individual pins, so they will spin around no problem. We've got lovely different shades of gold that catch the light and reflect, really sort of quite nice, to be honest. The trailer again is, I think, what happens with most Optimus Prime figures, to be honest. They're not really used much anymore, but everything that was packaged in this, yep, is still inside this. So what we've got in here, we've got his blaster, and we've got two repair arms. Now, funnily enough, there's quite a few Doctor Wu reviews on this channel, and this is the first one of this particular figure that's come without an Energon axe. Again, I've got a Doctor Wu playlist if you'd like to watch them to see the other figures which they've got, because they are really, really good, to be honest. We've got like a little sea spray. There's loads, to be honest. We've got an Ultra Magnus. I'm going to start bringing them all in a second, and of course you've got your normal coloured Optimus Prime. Right, what you want to see though, I suppose, is the transformation, and it is a little more, I suppose, detailed than what you perhaps might have thought. So we're going to keep the trailer there ready. In fact, let's set it up ready as a repair bay. So we've got these little tabs here which are going to fit into there. And this would have made more sense, obviously, with the original figures, as in the really original ones, the Diaclone ones, and use this as a medical base, or I suppose a repair bay. So the Optimus Prime figure himself, what we need to do, let's just get rid of all this because of the glare. We need to open up here, fold this out on this side, pull the legs out, they'll stretch out, separate this little tab. It's not super difficult, but there's probably more steps than you would have thought there would have been with it being the size it is. Right, once we've got that, we need to carefully lift the wheel down and pull the arm out like this. That'll come out to that side. This is the same. This is just going to give you enough clearance to bring the arm out from the side of the vehicle. That's it. Sometimes they do, I suppose, because of how small they are, that just makes it a little bit more difficult. We're going to then roll, that's still up, bring the waist over, keep that tucked up, turn it around this way, rotate the top of the torso 180 degrees, bring the head up that was behind there, rotate that around, and then turn the orientations round as well. So you can see quite, well, not intricate, but a little more than you probably might have expected. And because you can see all the ball and socket joints, the articulation on this guy is great. We can turn the head around, it can look up and down. There's a lovely bit of greeny blue detail for the eyes. Shoulders are on ball and sockets, they go all the way up as well as all the way around. There is the torso twist as well, which is great. There is the legs on ball and sockets, so you can do the splits either way. There's a knee bend, and then because the ankles are ball and socket as well, it's highly posable for them. Right, you could also attach the gun like so over his hand. It should slot in. This is brand new, that's why it's so stiff. I've just took it out of the box and gone straight into the review. So there we go, we could pop him in there. And of course, that is how they were used, or supposed to be used, in the Diaclone days. But to give you an idea of his size, in fact, let's bring in a few primes first and foremost. So they, same as Takara, same as Hasbro, funnily enough, there's one of the Energon axes I was on about, have done multiple decos of your Optimus Prime, and I thought I'd show you a few of the more well, uncommon ones, shall we say. Right, so there's them. Let's bring in, funnily enough, let's bring in a Hasbro Micromaster. So that's one from the Earthrise, which you can see it's about the same size. If I bring in little some other figures from other toy lines, again, just to give you an idea of how big he is, that's Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. This is your core class Optimus Prime, it's your official one. That is your New Age one. This is your Missing Link, so Generation 1 sort of size, and then that means probably that I'm not going to be able to fit in Earthrise because he's taller. So that gives you an idea, I suppose, of just how small he is. If I shift these out of the way, and then just for giggles, because I've got it right here, that's the Pangu Optimus Prime. that's his blaster. So yeah, absolutely tiny these are. What I will very quickly do though, again, for people who haven't seen these or who are contemplating maybe going into buying some of these, I'll reiterate, they're brilliant for desk bots, they're brilliant for kids, they're brilliant for scaling with the Titans, etc. This is literally 3 times this. Well, the Earthrise is 3 times the size of him. So there you go, guys. Nice and small, good fun, as I say. Desk bots, not that you're going to be able to see it, but that's MP44. So nowhere near as big as him either. But that's all there is to say about this little guy. Again, if you want to see more of the Doctor Who figures, because there's quite a lot, check out the playlist on the channel. In the meantime, let me know what you think of this little guy and his gold colour scheme. Thanks for watching. Take care.